Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Leonard Fournette, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside
There's no
give.
fucking way.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The 22-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on
I
that.
was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
What the fuck, bro? God
damn. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
Man, oh my
the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Sterling Wafford8era's to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
The pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this for 41. Nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Complete to Philip.
And we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On play action, they'll throw.
It's no
coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And
that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run for 56 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33, Falcons 9. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back outlet? And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turn. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 40, Falcons 26.
Now following the touchdown, Wafford8era to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking the 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Hines And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you